I am Sam Otten, and that is Jason Book, and in this video we're going to be talking about some latest rumors and speculation on the Suicide Squad film, directed by David Ayer, produced by Warner Brothers from the DC Comics universe. So, Jason, we've got some news since the last time we talked, which is that Tom Hardy, who was scheduled to play Rick Flag, has actually pulled out of Suicide Squad. Then Warner Brothers was courting Jake Gyllenhaal to fill in as Rick Flag, but Jake Gyllenhaal turned it down as well. So now we're still kind of wondering about our Rick Flag. We've still got Will Smith in there. We've still got Jared Leto. We've got Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn. And we still have a Captain Boomerang and Enchantress and stuff. So still a pretty solid cast, but what is your take on this Tom Hardy pulling out?
Well, it could just be the timing of everything, too. The guy's been in a lot of big movies. He's going to be in Mad Max. You know, he's becoming quite a big star. He's been in a lot of great movies. It could be a screen time thing. What I remember from the old Suicide Squad comics, the character of Rick Flag was probably the least interesting character as well. So unless they've really retooled him for this script or in the new 52, which I haven't read yet, he's probably the most, doesn't have a crazy backstory like a lot of these other characters. So that could have been what turned it off from it. And then Jake Gyllenhaal's making quite a few big, more independent type movies, and he's been in
critically acclaimed roles.
Yeah, so I couldn't really see him going for this. So if they leave the character the way it is that I know, where I think he was like ex-military or something like that, they should really go for someone of that ilk, and doesn't necessarily have to be someone super well known. But I could see why Tom Hardy or Jake Gyllenhaal could drop out of this, because it probably wasn't a huge role in the film.
Yeah, I think you're probably right. I mean, I think the official reason that Tom Hardy gave was scheduling conflict, but I think probably the more of the real reason would be dissatisfaction with the script, but I'm hoping it's not dissatisfaction with the quality of the script. I think it's probably more a character-based issue of Rick Flag. So Will Smith is kind of known for when he signs on to a movie, he kind of gets some control over the script.
Yes.
And he usually, Will Smith is going to be kind of prominent in the lead. And now Jared Leto, people are getting pretty excited about him as the Joker, and I think as soon as they've gone kind of all in on the Joker, I think his role in the movie is probably, second to Will Smith. So that doesn't leave a lot of room for a Tom Hardy, who is, like you said, rising in prominence pretty speedily. So
yeah, definitely.
I think it's probably something where he's kind of just realizing, oh wow, I'm going to be kind of like the fourth or the fifth person down in this movie, and I can be doing other things instead.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
I'm trying not to take it as like concerns over David Ayer, where he wants to take the movie, or not concerns over the actual quality of the script. So we'll see. So Jake Gyllenhaal, I'm really curious who is going to fill it in, because I mean I'd still like to see somebody strong in there, but it's probably just not going to be able to be an A-list person when you've already got several spots ahead of Rick Flag.
Yeah, definitely.
So David Ayer, if people are interested in the Suicide Squad film, you should definitely follow David Ayer on Twitter, because he's been given some nice little things. A few weeks ago, he gave a tweet talking about writing, and he actually had the script in the shot. You can't quite make out the text, but you can see the script laying there with some sketches.
Nice.
So that's pretty awesome to look at. Then he tweeted a shot of what he called paperwork, and that actually showed him with the New 52 Suicide Squad. So what are your thoughts about seeing the New 52 Suicide Squad on David Ayer's desk?
Well, I haven't read it, but we were talking before the show that we both heard that it's pretty well done and a pretty strong run. So what I've read online, kind of the way it starts is everyone's in jail and they all kind of have to bust out. Sounds like a really good idea for an action movie, never mind just a superhero action movie. So it sounds strong. I like that he's going to the source material, and I'm really looking forward to seeing the end result. Kind of make a genre within a genre of the superhero movie.
Yeah, and I think I'm really excited about the movie overall, just as a way to get some villains into the universe. Because so far we've got Zod and his Krypton minions.
Yeah.
And we're gonna have Lex Luthor, obviously, but there's such a rich canon of DC villains. I think actually that's a big strength that DC has over Marvel, is the quality of the villains in DC Comics. And this is going to be a nice way to kick off several of them and get them into the universe, but in a way that kind of focuses on them rather than focusing on the heroes.
Yeah, totally.
Or the kind of traditional Justice League type heroes. So I'm pretty excited about that. I have it on the top of my list to check out the new 52 Suicide Squad because, like you said, I heard really good things about it, but I never got around to it. I started getting even more interested in it when they showed up on Arrow, and they're going to be coming back to Arrow in just a few weeks, I heard. But now seeing David Ayer actually, reading and referring right to the new 52 Suicide Squad, I'm going to definitely pick that up.
That sounds good.
He also tweeted out a picture of what he called the workshop, so this is cool too. It's just showing pre-production is in full swing.
Nice.
They're trying to nail down the cast, and I'm really looking forward to some filming and stuff in 2015 because this will be the movie following right up on Batman v Superman, so it's exciting.
Right on.
Other thoughts on this movie that you have?
Well, like when we talk about the cast, like Will Smith is a really big star, so hopefully we don't see Will Smith. We see Deadshot and Will Smith kind of really getting into this character. I kind of hope they do the whole one eye thing with the aiming device and all that kind of stuff he uses and for his weaponry, and really kind of make you forget that you're watching Will Smith, not just play a regular action type character. And then also having somebody else play the Joker after that iconic performance by Heath Ledger. I think Jared Leto's a great actor. If anyone could pull it off, it's him. And hopefully they'll kind of do their own new take on the Joker. We've seen the Nicholson type Joker, and the latest one with Heath Ledger as a real kind of, I would say, messed up Joker. So maybe we're going to see something quite different, and I'm looking forward to that. I'm interested to see how it all plays out within a movie.
Yeah, when I was mentioning about Will Smith kind of getting some script privileges because he is such a big star, one of the things I've heard is that he gets kind of dialogue rewrites. He actually has a person that he brings with him on a lot of his movies to help with his dialogue for his character. And so a lot of them end up kind of sounding like Will Smith because that works for him, and he's had box office success with his kind of Will Smith sarcasm, kind of cool type guy. But yeah, with Deadshot, I'm with you where, I like Will Smith and I'm excited for the attention that he's going to bring to this movie, but I am hoping that Deadshot comes through as a unique character that's not just interchangeable with a lot of different Will Smith characters.
Totally.
But you made some good points about Jared Leto, and I think I saw a quote from him where he said that he really appreciates the Heath Ledger version and that he's going to try to do his own thing, which I took to mean that he's going to try to go off on a different angle that he's working on with David Ayer. So
that's cool.
I think you're spot on that they're going to try to create something new and good that's not a direct comparison with Heath Ledger, which is, I think, really smart.
Best way to go, for sure.